So I'm just going to say that Kyrie Irving thinks that it's Christmas because he has nerve to have a wish list. What is that about?
The audacity. I have mixed feelings about Kyrie Irving's ideal idea that he can tell the Nets this: if y'all don't do what I want you to do, this is what you can do next. Like, here's your alternative if you don't meet my needs. I think that it may be a little. The skill of Kyrie Irving cannot be disputed. We just all know he is a beast on the court.
Hmm.
My issue is this: it's not what have you done for me in the past, it's what have you done for me lately, and what I believe you can do for me in the future, and which he has shown in his 3 seasons with the Nets is that you're not available. That's my only issue.
Mm-mm.
That's my only issue. Can he play the game? Absolutely. He's amazing to watch. I don't know if you've seen him even when he was playing in the first round of the 2022 NBA playoffs. I was like, oh my gosh, Kyrie is prolific, right? When he there, I don't like the fact that he he's putting himself in a position and putting the Nets organization. See, this is the thing about it. I understand him being a prolific player and he being amazing, but as a business, it's like I can't put my money on whether or not you want to play. Like what? And I'm
Hmm.
not even mad at the decision that he's made. If he made a decision where he didn't want to play because based on the mandate and he didn't want to honor that, I'm fine with that. He held strong to it, and I
Hmm.
think that is honorable, and I have no issue with that. But we're talking about cause and effect. Here's the effect, right?
Yeah.
And anytime we make a decision, there's always going to be a consequence, whether we like it or not, whether it's favorable or not. And in this case, he was able to still play in the playoffs, which I think, hey, that was great. I mean, didn't do nothing for him, but why would the Nets commit to anything that he's done? Why would they even want it? Wait a minute. Why would they want him on the roster? And why would these
Hmm.
other teams that he said, here's my list, want them to?
Right. So let's talk about those teams. Now, there's one team that a lot of people are saying he may actually sacrifice $30 million to go play for, and that's the Los Angeles Lakers to reunite with LeBron James. I mean, to leave 30 million on the table though, I wouldn't be surprised if Kyrie does it though, because he already kind of gave up a lot of money during the mandate, and he's just a different kind of dude. I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either, because during the mandate, when he didn't play, I think he was fined like $381,000 each game. He didn't already gave up money. So if we're relying on his principle and from what he's proven, it ain't about the money.
Mm-mm.
So you giving up what is it 36.9 million? Uh, what? I've already given up money anyway. I'm rich. What? I'm rich. So what? Like
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah,
even know
yeah.
what you want to do. So no, it's not about the money. It's about the principle. And I think it's about showcasing to the NBA that I can do whatever I want. And you're gonna honor that because I have been able to prove that I'm very skillful in this game. Yeah, I just don't know if it can continue to move forward this way. I am not here for it. And if he go to the Lakers, what they gonna do with Russell? What he
That's the
gonna do?
problem. Yeah, yeah.
They gonna
That's the
both be?
problem.
All of a sudden the Lakers are the only team gonna have two balls. Oh, okay, okay. That's what they're gonna do.
I know, right? And it's just like Kyrie also had the Los Angeles Clippers,
Nope,
one
don't
of
do
your
it.
favorite teams. Yeah, I just
No,
can't
no.
imagine.
I would be devastated if he
I
came to the
know,
Clippers.
I
Don't
know.
do that. Look, Bomber. Now I know you got deep pockets. Ty Lue, you don't
Mm,
want them problems. You do not. What? Y'all think y'all gonna sit Reggie Jackson down? Not
yeah.
on my watch. No, I'm just saying. I'm
They
just saying.
will. They
No,
will.
I wouldn't.
Kyrie
I wouldn't.
Kyrie is that Kyrie is that talented.
Yeah, but he's not there. See, that's the problem. And he probably will be there, but you will be putting your money into what are those things? An hourglass.
Oh,
The slow leak, the sand come out slow. You just hope he's there, but it's just a slow leak. I wouldn't. I don't want him on the Clippers, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't
mhm.
want to watch him next season when Kawhi Leonard is fully healthy.
Oh God.
Paul George is ready to go. I don't want to see Kyrie Irving on the Clippers. I don't want it. No, y'all might as
Mhm.
well bring back Patrick Beverly if that's the case. At least I know he's gonna be there. No,
Yeah, he's pretty
mm-mm.
he's dependable, but I mean, the fact that he won a championship under Ty Lue when he was with the Cleveland
I
Cavaliers, I
know.
think that weighs heavy in his decision.
See, but that was back then. That's my thing. I know what he's done in the past, but his current activity for me is questionable on whether or not he's going to be consistent. That's all I'm
Mhm.
saying. I know what he did. What has he done? And what can you project that he's going to do for your franchise? And we're just talking about him being available. And not only are you going to get his inconsistent availability, possibly, then he's going to have to bring his character with it in a sense that he believes that he can run the team as well. It's bigger than just him playing on the court. That's what I'm talking about. It's about who else is coming with that? Do you want that ego?
Definitely lots of baggage. Now, this next team that he had on his wish list, I think is comical. The Dallas Mavericks, really? First of all, this is Luka Doncic's team. And there's no way that they're going to relinquish any power, any star power to Kyrie Irving and shun Luka Doncic. There's no way. Absolutely no way.
So the sign and trade is about the only thing that these teams can do because none of them have money. None of them have cap space. So if they do a sign and trade, so you're telling me that Kyrie Irving and Jalen Brunson, is that going to be the trade-off?
Well,
It's going to have to be a multi-team trade in order for any movement for Kyrie over on his wish list teams, right? I just know. No, you're going to do another Boston? Like, I just can't. I'm not here for it. Stay with the Nets. Sign, opt in. Just go ahead and stay with them for another year. Prove yourself currently on that. We know that you can play the game, but can you be available to the game? If you can do that, then I think he'll be able to give his wish list and go anywhere he wants to go. I'm just saying, not right now.
right.
Yeah, no. Dallas Mavericks would be foolish to think that Kyrie Irving's going to benefit their organization. I just don't see it.
I don't see it either. And even though Jason Kidd is a strong leader, so it seems, I still don't think he wants any part of Kyrie Irving. Now, the Miami Heat, we all know about that Heat culture. Come on, can you imagine Jimmy Butler and Kyrie Irving? I could see a lot of fights in the locker room.
This is what I'm saying, the audacity. So he going to tell these teams, I'm coming over. What they going to do with their current star? So y'all just going to sit down, Kyle. Okay, Kyle, you know what? I know you've been injured, but we're going to bring in Kyrie. Really? Like, I don't understand why they think that, because in order for Kyrie to come over and for these teams to be able to afford whatever salary, even if it's taking a pay cut, they're going to have to give up something. And whatever they give up is going to have to be something that's going to be substantial enough that's going to warrant the trade. And that means it's going to be one of their core players that I think is more reliable than what he's going to even bring. And now he's bringing his ego with them. That is what. Are you guys willing to bear that as well?
Now, the Philadelphia 76ers, I'm like, why would he put the Sixers when he just left James Harden? James Harden just left him. Why would he think that Doc Rivers and the Philadelphia Sixers want to put up with him?
Why would they want to? This is what his wish list doesn't make sense. I would prefer his wish list to say Houston, Orlando.
Oh, no. They have the money, but
Pacers. Like, I'm just, if you're going to go somewhere, try to make a name for yourself, right? He wants to get on because he know these teams are getting ready to make some move. They're going to really be, pretty successful next season. He's not going to want to just go to any team. No, the Nets just say, no, we're going to do what, you know what? We got a place for you. Can you do a Kawhi in Toronto? We got somewhere to send you. Nick Nurse? Yeah. You ready for Kyrie Irving? Please. I'm not here for it. I just think he needs to stay with the Nets. But the Nets are probably like,
See, that's the thing. Because they, now KD has to also approve this move. Because if Kyrie leaves and the other teams are like, okay, well, who you giving us? KD gonna say, well, no, I don't want Joe Harris to go. I don't, he has some say.
Right. No, I don't want to play with.
Exactly. Now the New York Knicks, another team in New York, I don't see them, I don't see Tibbs and Kyrie getting along very well. It's a joke. This whole wish list is a joke.
Was that a threat? Was he like, if you don't do what I say, send me here? I wonder if his agent right now is on calls going, you know what, Kyrie would love to play for your team. And they're like, what? Boo. They hang. I mean, like, what is negotiation about? I know he's going to come out right where he needs to come out. It's going to either be The Nets are going to give in, or he's going to be on one of these teams. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to see him on the Clippers. I sure don't want to see him on the Mavs.
Mm-mm.
Why would he even go to the 76ers? What would the Philadelphia fan base feel
Oh
about
my
that?
goodness, no.
And then the Heat culture, they'll eat him up. So what?
Mhm.
The Lakers is the only viable option that I see. And unfortunately, that means that Russell Westbrook will be somewhere else. So will KD want to play with Russell again? Although Russ, contract is a little bit higher than his, but will Russ want to play with him again?
I don't think so. It's not going to work.
It's going to be it's going to be a multi-team trade. I'm just telling you right now. It's not going to be team for team.
Mm-mm.
And
I
I
also
say send him. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, I also believe Kyrie Irving will stay with the Brooklyn Nets. Sign about a 2-3 year deal, and even that's pushing it because think about he has ruined the trust.
Yep.
He has kind of ruined his brand. Nike
Yep.
dropped on. Remember, he lost a lot of money during that stretch as well. So I don't know. It's not about the money, but I don't even know if it's about the championships anymore.
You know what? I do believe, though, he can get back on track if he can prove himself to be available. I don't know the additional ego baggage, and I'm not saying ego, it may be the wrong word. I just don't know what that is. There's something about his who he is. If that can be more likable, I guess, from a organization, a business perspective, I'm not going to pay money for you not to show up. We can't win championships that way. You know why? The Nets for the past 3 seasons has proven that. They've proven it. Like what? Wait a minute. 20 games in 2019, 2020, 54 games in 2021, and 29 games, 21, 22. Sir, stop. And I'm going to give up some pieces so we can bring you over here for you to play phenomenal when you want to. Like, no.
Yeah.
Because we already know that you're willing to be fined. So you've already proven that. You've already proven that you're willing to be fined. So it's not about the money. We can't threaten you with a good fine.
That's true.